count of 3. 1,
like
2, 3.
What's up, guys? I know it's probably getting tough. I hope you're hanging in there. I know quarantine boredom is starting to really sink in on you. And so I want you to know, man, I'm really glad that you're hanging out with us because Remix is here to help you with some of that boredom. Coming up in just a little bit, 2 of your student pastors are going to go head-to-head in campus battles, and I promise one, if not both of them, will cry. Along with that, guys, make sure you stick with us all throughout service because we're going to show you how you can get entered into a chance to win one of these sweet Remix hoodies for free, all right? But with that said, it's time for the moment that I know we've all been waiting for all week long. It's time for Remix Masked Singer.
All right, you guys know that we've disguised 3 people on the student team, and you have all done such a great job for Masked Singer, voting on Instagram and on Facebook who you guys think that the Masked Singer is and who you want to move forward. Well, without further ado today, we're going to get stuff kicked off with Elmo singing Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
I chose the song Call Me Maybe because I just really want someone to call me. Please call me. I'm waiting. Someone please call me. Anyone? Please.
You took your time with the call. I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal at first sight, and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that, so call me maybe.
Wow, that took me all the way back to 8th grade. Summer going into high school, great time. Well, next up, we have Donkey singing Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Well, I was walking down by the river this week and I realized how much I love this country. You know, how much I love the USA. So of course I had to sing Party in the USA because when you're in the USA, it's always a party.
Yo, Ma, check your boy. It's me again. You know, they didn't know that I could kind of carry a tune, did they? I hopped at the plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan. Welcome to the land of fame, excess. Am I gonna fit in? Jumped in the cab, here I am for the first time. Look to my right and I see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. You know what? That's when that taxi man, you know what he did? He turned on the radio. And guess what was on, Ma? He dropped that Britney song. No, you know the one, that Britney song. So I put my hands up, they're playing my song. The butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah. Moving my tail like yeah. So I put my hands up, they're playing my song. You know I'm gonna be okay. Ha ha, yo, it's a party in the USA, y'all. Come on now, come on. It's a party in the USA. My hands up, they're playing my song. The butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah. Moving my hips like yeah. Hands up, they're playing my song. You know I'm gonna be okay. Yo, 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 y'all get ready. It's a party in the USA. Come on now. Lift your hands, it's a party in the USA.
Well, that makes me wish like the Jay-Z song was playing instead. We'll see if Donkey makes it on to next week. But we got our last contestant coming up. Guys, give it up for Olaf as he's singing I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
I live in one of the most magical neighborhoods. And me and my friends, we always get what we want.
Ooh, you are my fire, the one desire, believe what I say. Well, I want it that way. So tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say, well, I want it that way. Now, I can see that we've fallen apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are my fire, the one desire. You are. Don't want to hear you say, ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Well, tell me why I never want to hear you say, I want it that way. I want it that way. All right, Olaf really makes me wish that it was summertime so we did not have to deal with him anymore. But without further ado, you guys did a great job voting online, and we finally have the results for who's the first person kicked off of Masked Singer. So, contestants, guys, this is the time. We'll see who took second place first from what you guys voted for. Second place, voted for by our students, goes to a donkey. All right. Congratulations, Donkey. Way to make it to second place. You killed it. But what you guys really want to hear is who took first place. We know that. We counted the tallies up for you. And the person that took first place, it was Olaf. Olaf. All right. Good job, Olaf. All right. Olaf took first place. So I'm so sorry, Elmo. You did not make it, and you will get unmasked at the end of the service today. But guys, keep voting online at Sagebrush Remix on Instagram, on Facebook, voting for Donkey or Olaf. So we'll see who makes it to the finals now. But we're going to keep the fun rolling, and we're going to hop into a time of worship, guys. So join us for that.
I was breathing, but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my time till I met you. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave. Come on, sing it, you know it. Out of the sin was heavy, the chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I wasn't orphan, but you called me. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, come on, I ran out of the darkness into your glorious day. You call my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, come on, into your glorious day.
Round two, let's go. Come on, come on. I'm a woman.
Okay, which Starbucks drink am I? Pink drink. Oh, yes! That's my drink.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. You know what? I'm okay with this. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's go. Or should I say let go?
Random question time. Let's see what my question is. Your favorite candy? Oh my gosh, I got them for Easter. From the Easter Bunny. These.
Come on, Buzz Lightyear. Come on, Buzz Lightyear. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Not Mr. Potato Head. Don't let me down. Excuse me?
What's up, Remix? Man, I am so glad that you guys are joining us. Hey, you know what season it is? It's baseball season, right? And every time baseball season rolls around, it reminds me when I was 11 years old, because when I was 11, I played baseball. Now, believe it or not, okay, a small white boy who's 11 years old and maybe 50 pounds, who barely fits into his baseball uniform, is not good at baseball. And I'll tell you why, okay? Because of this thing right here. This thing right here. Every time the pitcher hurled this at me, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I had thoughts like, I didn't even tell my mom I love her today. You know, like I was so scared of getting hit by this. And for some reason, my mom kept signing me up for baseball. I hated it. I wasn't athletic. I wasn't good, so I didn't understand it. And one day she comes to me and she says, Derek, I signed you up to play summer ball. And I had it at this point. I was furious. So I went up to her in my 11-year-old high-pitched voice, and I looked straight at her, and I was like, Ma, I quit. And she was like, what? And so we did, in that moment, we entered into a stare down. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever had a stare down with your mom, it's a pretty serious moment. And with my mom in this moment, I looked in her eyes and I could see all the ways I was going to die in that moment. Seriously. And so after a while, I looked away and I was like, okay, Mom, whatever. You win. And she goes, Derek, you cannot quit. You cannot quit. And before I knew it, this idea of quitting or not giving my best or giving up when something was hard became a theme in my life. And maybe you're looking at me and you're saying, Derek, I can kind of relate to that. This season is hard. School is all online, and honestly, I just want to do the bare minimum. Prom, graduation, the championship, my sport that I played all 4 years of school, everything was ripped away from me in a moment, and I don't understand. I feel defeated. What's the point of going on? What's the point of trying? Your relationship with your parents, man, you don't know if it's gonna be a good day or a bad day. So you just stay in your room and you're like, I'm not even gonna try today. I want you to know something. This feeling of wanting to give up, this feeling of wanting to quit when it gets hard, to not give it your best, it's a normal feeling. It's a normal feeling, but what if we didn't quit? What if we gave it our best? I want to talk to you today about a guy that when you look at his life, he had every reason to quit. But for some reason, he stuck it out. For some reason, he persevered and kept going. See, Joseph, he had 12 brothers, and he was one of the youngest, and on top of that, he was his father's favorite. Okay, so one day his dad sends him out to go give his brothers some food, and his brothers see him coming, and they decide in that moment, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to kill this guy. So they throw Joseph into a pit. And as they're about to walk off, one of his brothers gets this idea. He's like, hey, you know what? How about we make some money off this? How about we don't kill him? How about we sell him into slavery? And it was in that moment that Joseph was sold into slavery. Now, I want to stop right here because some of you are watching this right now, okay? And you have a little brother or a little sister, and you're going, Derek, tell me more about this. And I'm not trying to expose you, so just keep staring at the screen because I have something I want to tell you, okay? Listen, don't do it, okay? It's not good. Your parents will be very, very mad. So anyways, Joseph, he's sold into slavery. And then he gets bought by this guy named Potiphar, okay? Now, the thing about Potiphar was a very wealthy man. He had a lot of things, and so he brings Joseph into his house, and Joseph does so well that Potiphar puts him in charge of the entire household. So Joseph just went from being a slave to being in charge of this entire household. Things are going well for Joseph, right? Well, then comes along Potiphar's wife. Here's the deal. Joseph, man, he was a good-looking guy. He was tall, you know, a lot like me. Okay, he was well built. He had a handsome face. Like he was every girl's dream guy. And Potiphar's wife would not leave him alone. She kept trying to get him to sleep with her. And time again, he said no, but she could not take the hint. I wish my boy Stanley from The Office would have been there. Because if he was, I'm sure he would have said something like this.
Stanley, Eartha Stanley.
Not me.
Put your little game down and join the group.
No.
Having a brainstorm session.
Did I stutter?
Has anyone ever met someone you wish you could say that to? You could just look at them and go, did I stutter? Like they just don't get it. Like you could write them a note. You could send them a text. You could write them a song about how you are telling them no, and they don't get it, right? They're still looking at the note, reading it, and going, there's no way we're ever going to be together. And they look up at you and they'll, so you're telling me there's a chance? Right? Like they just don't get it. Here's the deal. If I'm being honest, I am one of those guys. I don't pick up on hints very well. And on top of that, I'm awkward. So my life is real good. You know what I mean? I'm an awkward guy that can't pick up on hints. And so I need to know how many are watching this and you're like, Derek, I'm riding that awkward bus with you all the way, right? If that's you, here's what I want you to do. I want you to either look at someone in the room or text someone and tell them, take the hint. Okay, take the hint, because that's exactly what this lady couldn't do. She could not take the hint. So after telling this woman no time and time again, she finally gets mad enough. She makes up a story that Joseph did something he didn't, and he gets thrown into prison. Now here's the deal. At this point in my life, if I'm Joseph, I'm tired. I'm confused. I'm hurt. I mean, at one minute, my brothers who are supposed to love me want to kill me. Then they sell me into slavery, and then things turn around, and I'm starting to get my feet again. And then all of a sudden, I'm being blamed for something I didn't do. And now I'm in prison. I keep moving from place to place to place, and nothing's going the way it's supposed to. Now I'm in prison, and I feel alone. There are some of you listening right now and you feel like Joseph. you would say that you're defeated in this moment. I mean, look at it. The time of your life that's supposed to be the most exciting time, that's supposed to be the most fun time, that you're supposed to be with your friends, was instantly taken from you. So what's the point in trying? What's the point in going on? Everything's messed up, so it doesn't matter if I give my best or not, Derek. Listen, Remix. This feeling of wanting to quit, this feeling of wanting to give up, it's a normal feeling. But I need you to hear me. Don't quit. Don't quit. It's not over. It's not over. It would have been easy for Joseph to throw up his hands and say, I'm done. I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of just everything. I just want to quit, but he doesn't. Why doesn't he? Because he understands that in everything he does, he needs to give his best to God. He needs to do it for God. There's a verse here at Sagebrush that we all kind of say, and it's Colossians 3:17. It says, whatever you do in word or deed, do it in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Remix, whatever you do in word, whatever you say, whatever you do in deed, whatever you put your hands to, whatever you wake up in the morning and say, this is what I'm going to do. Do it for the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And why should we do that? Because he gave us his best when we didn't deserve it, so we should give him our best because he always deserves it. He always deserves our best. Joseph understood that in every season, in every trial, in every moment of uncertainty, instead of giving up, he needed to give his best and honor God. At the beginning of this, I was telling you about my baseball team. Well, that year they went on to win the championship, and they were the best team in Missouri. They had articles written about them, news stations were covering them. The whole town was talking about them. And I missed out on it all. I didn't get to experience any of it. Because after my mom told me no, I couldn't quit, I continued to cry, I continued to beg, I continued to whine until she finally said, okay, Derek, you can quit. What would have happened if I would have stuck it out? If I would have said, no, I'm not quitting. That triumph, that victory that they experienced, I would have been able to experience that with them. Remix, I know this season is hard. And I know the feeling of defeat all too well. Joseph knew the feeling of defeat all too well. But Joseph didn't give in, and God honored him for that. See, Joseph's story doesn't end with him sitting in a prison for the rest of his days. Joseph's story ends with God taking him out of this prison and making him the second most powerful man in all of Egypt. And time again, when you look at the story of Joseph, there's one scripture that keeps coming up. It says the same thing. The Lord was with him in everything he did. The Lord was with him in everything he did. Remix, hear me. The Lord is with you in everything you do. So do not quit. Do not give up. Bring your best. Always give thanks to God, because even though you may feel like he's not there, I promise you he is. So here's what I want you to do this week. Every day, I want you to wake up and I want you to say, am I giving God my best? Am I giving God my best? When it comes to my family, am I giving God my best? When it comes to school, even though it's online, am I giving God my best? When it comes to my relationship with him, am I giving him my best? There have been so many times in my life when I felt defeated, when I felt like quitting, when I felt like stopping. And if I did, I would never be in this spot today speaking to you. And I'm not saying this to go, oh, pat on the back, Derek, you didn't quit. No, I'm saying this because I want you to understand why I didn't quit. Because if you just get this, it will help you. It will be a staple throughout your life. The reason I didn't quit was because at the end of the day, I could lay down and I could say, God, I gave you my best. And even though it may have not been good enough for the world and people are looking at me going, Derek, you failed, God looked at me every time and he said, Derek, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And Remix, that's what I want for you. That's the victory. That's why we don't quit. That's why we don't give up. I want you to lay down at night and go, God, I gave you my best. I gave you everything I had today. And him to say, I'm proud of you. And for you to be able to hear that. Let's pray. God, thank you so much for who you are. Thank you for this time. Thank you that we can still hear your message, even though we are so far apart, God. God, I pray for these students this week, God, as they go throughout their week. I pray that you will bring that question to mind. Am I giving you my best? And God, I pray you reveal areas in our life that we're not giving you our best, that we're not giving you our all. And for those that feel like quitting, Father, I pray that you encourage them. I pray that you encourage them so that they can lay down and go, God, I gave you everything I had today. And they'll be able to hear you say, I'm proud of you. Amen.
That was so good. I know I definitely needed to hear that. I think we all did. Derek gave us a really good question to keep asking ourselves all throughout this week. Am I giving God my best? Along with that, guys, man, I want to make sure that you have a chance right now to take the next step in your faith and your walk with Jesus. And so that's really simple. If you want to talk about what does it look like to accept Christ and make him the Lord of your life, or you want to get baptized for the first time and go public with your faith, or how about this? This is a really tough season for all of us. And so if you've got prayer requests, here's what I want you to do. If you're any of three of those, bust out your phone, and I want you to text the word REMIX to the phone number 97000. That's REMIX to 97,000. It sends you a quick form to fill out. Once you do, send it back to us, and we'll get back with you in the next couple of days. My high schoolers, man, if you are not already plugged into an online small group, that's the way to do it too, and you need to be plugged in and have some good conversations even in a season like this. So text REMIX to 97,000. Middle school, we've got a few questions for you here in just a couple of minutes at the end of service. Take a screenshot of that and talk with your family and friends about it. And finally, and I'm really excited about this, guys, we made this really cool graphic, this really cool image for you. This goes hand in hand with the daily quiet time guides that we're putting up on Facebook and Instagram all week long. So here's what I want you to do. Every day, once you walk through that daily quiet time guide and spend some time with God, it's really simple. After you do that, take a screenshot of this image. We'll have it up all week long for you. Take a screenshot of it, punch in just a couple of thoughts of what God is teaching you during your quiet time, and then you got to do two really important things. Man, after you put the notes in, I want you to tag Sagebrush Remix or share it on our Facebook page. And then I want you to also keep the conversation going and tag just a couple of friends. That's really important to keep that conversation going. But Jack, it's also important for something else, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, because you guys can see that Tim has this amazing hoodie on right here. You may have seen it at one night, and if you've missed your chance to get one of them, don't worry about it, because as many friends as you tag on Facebook and Instagram, those are all going to be entered into a drawing for you to have one of these mailed out to your house. So guys, make sure you're doing that. Take us up on the challenge, and speaking of challenges, it's time for some campus battles. Campus battles. Welcome, guys. Today we have Andrew from the Northeast Heights and Emilio from Highland competing head-to-head in some trivia. So, gentlemen, here's how this game works. Here's how the game works. If you get the question right, the other person gets a wax strip put on their leg. If you get the question wrong, you get a wax strip put on your leg. At the end of trivia, we're going to rip them off of all of you guys. So, are you two ready?
Born ready.
Born ready?
I was made for this, man.
All right, cool. We'll see who's quicker at hitting those buttons. So, first question. Which country was the Caesar salad invented in? Andrew.
Going with Italy.
Wrong. It was Mexico. Put a wax strip on him.
Ha. It's called confidence right there. I thought I had it.
All right, that was a good first try. I like the example of confidence. So, moving on to the next question. We'll see how confidence takes you. How many months have 28 days in them?
1.
No, every month has 28 days in it.
No!
Good
Wait,
job.
I want to redo.
Oh, no redo. Wax strip. Ooh, on the back of the calf. All right. You guys are
It's
really
okay.
killing this trivia right now. So
I need to
I
shave
knew
anyways,
that
it's
one.
fine.
I knew that one, admittedly.
this one, a little bit of a doozy. All right. So the Kopi Lawaka is a very expensive type of what?
Kopi
nobody's-
Lawaka?
Yeah, the Kopi Lawaka. You've never heard of that before? Emilio.
Is it a comic book character?
Oh no, dude, it's coffee.
God.
It's coffee that ocelots poop out.
I drink
And then
rock
people
stars.
drink it.
Have you see me? I drink rock stars.
Yeah, I know. Up your coffee game, bro. Up your coffee game. All right. Next question. So far, Emilio, you're losing. Andrew only has 1 strip. You got 2. So we'll see if you can tie it up. What is the most frequently sold item in Walmart?
Toilet paper. Gotta be toilet paper right now.
Ooh, not right now. Even right now, it's bananas. Good try. Good
I hate
try.
bananas.
Good try.
Bananas have
You
always
guys,
failed
you're
me.
trying.
Ah,
You're
that hurt
oh.
already.
Andrew, you're not gonna have any leg hair left.
Man.
Oh, that's great.
All right, cool. So, last question, tiebreaker. We'll see which campus wins. What language has the most words?
I'm going with English. It's got to be English. The English
He got it
language.
right.
Yes!
The English language has
Go,
the
boy.
most
Go.
words in it.
Yeah, that's how it
Get away
goes.
from me, Derek.
All
Get away
right,
from
all
me.
right.
Man, sorry
There's that
about
last
that,
strip.
bro.
There's that last strip. All right, boys. So I believe we're bringing out some chairs for you so you can kind of sit down, relax a little bit as we tear all the hair off your legs.
Million might need some tissues. He's gonna cry.
You know what?
I
I'm
already
okay
know
with this. I'm okay. I was
right.
made for this, man. I have little girls.
All right, perfect. You guys ready?
Fast
All
like
right,
a
on the
bandit.
count of 3. 1,
Fast like a
2,
bandit.
3.
Smooth.
Oh, dude, there's no hair left. There is no hair left on Emilio's leg.
Ow.
Well, great job with Campus Battles, guys, as these two are nursing their wounds. We got the Heights winning today.
There's one more.
And right along with the Heights winning today, we are about to do the face reveal. You guys have wanted to know who Elmo was this whole time, so we're about to show you.
All right, Remix. Well, as promised, we're going to end today by revealing one of our masked singers. So, Elmo, you didn't make the cut. Why don't you come on out here? Man, you tried. You gave it your best shot. I laughed. I cried. And then you got voted off. So, Elmo, anything to say before we reveal who you are?
You know, I gave it my best shot, and like I said before, I like to laugh, so hopefully I at least made some of you guys laugh.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, if you watch the show, you know what time it is. Here we go. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Whoa, it's Nina from the Heights. Give it up. All right, Nina, you did great. I'm holding an Elmo head. It's kind of creepy here. You made for one kind of scary Elmo, right? Like, you know, I'm talking the stuff of nightmares, Nina. So awesome. Well, anything to say to the people before I kick you out of here?
Shout out to my people at the Heights. I miss you guys.
Awesome. I love it. Nina, I'm gonna pass that back to you. So, all right, Remix, it is down to 2 of our last masked singers. It's down between Olaf and Donkey. So make sure you are voting online all week. Also, make sure you tag us in that daily quiet time reflection guide for a chance to win one of these sweet Remix hoodies. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.